Okay, next topic, loop. Again, create a new file named loop.move. And inside we'll start with the same code template, and this time we'll name the function loop. Okay, now let's build the code. Why build it now? Because you'll know that errors exist already. Okay, so as you can see, it's not working. So loop is actually a keyword in move, and naming functions with keyword is not allowed. So we have to rename loop t or whatever name you like. I'll just name it loop t to represent loop tutorial. Okay, go back to loop. Well, loop is just iteration, and move supports two ways to iterate. The first one is using while keyword. The second one is using loop keyword. The first one, while loop, you should be very familiar with this, and it's basically the same with while loop in other languages. Okay, let's just first define let I equals 0, and here we do while I less than 5, I equals I plus 1. Notice here that you may want to write I plus plus, but unfortunately it's not supported right now. And we can just print at I. Okay, one thing you need to notice is that you have to add a semicolon after this right brackets. If your code have code after this, you have to write the semicolon. Okay, now we will build and run, and we see that it's actually working. Okay, we're done with while keyword, and we'll talk about loop keyword. We first reset I to be 0, and since loop is an infinite loop, we need to set a breakpoint here. Okay, break keyword is exactly the same in other languages, and it means we'll break out from the loop and execute from the next line. Okay. If I more than 10, we'll break. And then now we do an increment each time and print it out. Okay, so it's working. Now we add another increment after this and build and run. Okay, so as you would expect, it would increment twice every time. Now we add a continue in between. Continue is another keyword, and also exactly the same as in other languages. It means that it will skip whatever is happening in this iteration and continue with next iteration. We build and run again, and then we can see that the second increment of this continue is not working. Again, as you can see, these two keywords and the entire conception of looping is very common in any other languages, so we're very brief here. Great, that's all you need to learn in this lecture. See you next one.